Greetings, friends. My name's Sarah Castleman, and I'm the Executive Director of the Sexual Assault Support Center of Waterloo Region. I've had the honor and the privilege of working and volunteering for SASC for 19 years through many organizational changes, challenges, and successes, but I never could have imagined the last year amongst them. At SASC, we talk a lot about the incredible resiliency of the survivors that walk through our doors. And this year, I can't help but see that that word really applies to our team as well. At the start of the pandemic, we knew that the research told us that gender-based violence would increase in our communities, as would the overall need for wellness supports for survivors. And that's exactly what we've seen in Waterloo Region. In the 2021 fiscal year, we saw an additional 13% increase in requests for individual counseling. We saw a 26% increase in clients in our anti-human trafficking program. We saw a 51% increase in women accessing our family court support program. And we saw a whopping 628% increase in our participants in our group and workshop programs. Already stretched past capacity in the post-Me Too era, our caring and committed teams set to work, supporting and advocating for clients, creating social change, re-envisioning fundraising strategies, all while dealing with the impact of COVID in their personal lives and in their families' lives. Given this reality, we're more grateful than ever to the individuals, donors, businesses, community partners, volunteers, and funding bodies that stood by our side at this time. We're a community-based sexual assault support center, and despite the isolation of this year, we felt that community more than ever. Thank you so much for standing in solidarity with us. We feel so much gratitude for everyone who supported our work this year. Next, you're going to hear from some of my colleagues as they talk about what their teams did this year as we navigated the first full year of the pandemic.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nikki Carswell, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the coordinator of our anti-human trafficking program. This is a fast-paced program that serves folks who are experiencing or have experienced sexual exploitation or sex trafficking, or who are at significant risk of experiencing these things within the region of Waterloo. It's a busy program. This year we served 124 folks. But I am happy and thrilled to announce that we have expanded again. We now are a team of 3 full-time dedicated HT counselor advocates, as well as a part-time counselor advocate who provides supports to families and loved ones of our survivors. When I look back on this year, it has been a struggle. It has been tough. Despite COVID-19, we've been very busy, and we've had to really exercise the flexibility of the program. Many of the people we support are youth, transient, or precariously housed, where moving to a virtual format is just not feasible. So we've had to exercise our creativity and continue to meet with people in person, even though that's looked different. We've had to do porch drop-offs, drive-by hellos. We've used a lot of Uber and Uber Eats. We've utilized a volunteer to help us with drop-offs, and we've definitely had a lot of meetings sitting in snowbanks. Very happy that the weather is getting much warmer. But along with the COVID crisis that we managed, we also witnessed a housing crisis in our region. Many of our folks really struggling to secure safe and affordable housing. So I'm happy for this year, not only because we're going to be doing more in-person work, but also we are going to be engaging with new partners within the region to try and come up with creative solutions and opportunities and options for people to access housing. So that is something that we're taking on next, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait to tell you about it next year. Enjoy your evening.
Hi everyone, my name is Jen Love, and I'm team lead for the Counseling Advocate program and also a frontline counselor advocate. The past year has been an adventure, and as this hairstyle will attest, not one we planned for nor one we would have chosen. Nevertheless, I'm incredibly proud of our counselor advocate team for the way each one of us has faced the challenges head on and continued to support clients skillfully through intensified stressors in the clinical setting and at home. We have had a record number of past clients reaching out. Even though their service had terminated, we have welcomed them back, knowing that the instability and isolation associated with the pandemic directly impacts people's mental health and healing journeys. We have had to be creative with our advocacy this past year, making sure clients are supported, even in virtual spaces. More than ever, we have applied our advocacy energies to helping clients navigate a housing crisis that has left folks incredibly vulnerable, much more so than in pre-pandemic times. From the generosity of the community and increased funding support, this past year we have been able to grow our team from 5 to 9 counselor advocates. We have increased the diversity of our team and are thrilled that we are seeing an increase in the racial diversity of our clients. Something new this past year is that at intake, prospective clients have the option to request a counselor that is reflective of their identities and community, aligned with both our core values as well as being therapeutic best practice. This past year, working in physical isolation, each member of our team has carved out time and space to mentor new staff and our fabulous student interns. As a team, we continue to learn new ways to encourage resilience, strength, empowerment, and healing. Individually and collectively, we have benefited from the increase in professional development opportunities that have been offered virtually. We are continually finding creative ways to share our knowledge, grow ourselves and our skills, and support one another. Most of all, I want to brag about our incredible team. Our truly stellar manager, Andrea, Anu, Phoenix, Jasmine, Kaylee, Casey, Megan Faye, and Noni. Each of you bring expertise in a full complement of therapeutic modalities, professional expertise, and life experience that our clients and community are fortunate to have. I feel incredibly lucky to work alongside each one of you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Janika Johnson, and I'm the Group and Workshops Coordinator here at SASC. Based on the feedback I've received, it's evident that the workshops being offered have really anchored participants in their lifelong healing journey and have provided a space for them to reconfigure what a sense of community looks like in these unprecedented times. Some of the workshops include a monthly support space for 2S LGBTQIA folks, a weekly check-in for survivors, and closed groups for post-secondary students on topics like their relationship between trauma and food, setting boundaries, and confronting their fears within the healthcare system. In addition to these groups, we also offer several series for Black, Indigenous, and people of color. One of the underlying themes in all of these online gatherings seems to be giving yourself grace and acknowledging that reconciliation with yourself is not linear. I'm looking forward to what this program can become and what it has to offer in the months that follow, and I want to commend any and every community member that has shown up to do the hard work. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Kat Rossi, and I'm the coordinator of the Family Court Support Program at SASC. This year, we've been kept busy trying to keep clients up to date with the ever-changing information about the family court system during the COVID-19 pandemic. We also had to update our services to be able to assist our clients virtually, offering phone and Zoom appointments, doing online commissioning of documents, attending virtual court dates, and virtual legal appointments. We've seen a rise in domestic violence during the pandemic in our community, and unfortunately this has led to large increases in the number of new referrals we've received, as well as increased needs of our ongoing clients during this time. To support this increase in demand, we've hired another family court support worker this year to assist us. This worker has been able to spearhead our peer support group to assist our clients to connect with other women going through similar experiences. We hope to continue growing this program in the future to help support the ever-growing and changing needs of our community. Thank you.
Hello, it's Stephanie Hunt, the Volunteer and Intake Coordinator. This year's been really tough for all of us, but I just want to tell you a little bit about some of the positive things we've been doing in the volunteer program. We've had to pivot a few things, like training has been moved to an online platform, some volunteer opportunities either being put on hold or moving to online as well, and our meetings are all through a computer screen instead of in the office. We've not only adapted, but thrived as this new way of connecting is breaking down some barriers for those who may not have been able to participate before. The online chat is now fully established, and we're available to our community this way 5 days a week from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. As we add in new volunteers, we plan to grow our time online to include weekends. We have seen an increase in people in our community using the chat, and we hope that this will continue. Hopefully, as things slowly move back to in-person, we will be able to celebrate the hard work that all of our volunteers have put in to ensure our success over this last year. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Jessica St. Peter, and I have the privilege of managing our public education team here at the Sexual Assault Support Center of Waterloo Region. Sexual violence prevention education continues to be a priority of the Sexual Assault Support Center, and together we are working towards a world free of sexual violence and oppression. Here's the team to tell you a little bit about what they've done in the last 12 months.
Hi, my name's Sarah Wiley. I'm a violence prevention educator here at SASC. This year, we launched the Empower and Allyship program, a 10-week teen healthy relationships program with funding from the Canadian Women's Foundation. This program brings consent and healthy relationships education to youth who often don't get it, such as youth with disabilities and youth in care. Despite the pandemic, we were able to bring this program to 12 high schools in our region and have received overwhelmingly positive feedback from both teachers and students.
Hey everyone, Chris here in the Raise the Bar program. Really quick update. This year we were able to train over 3,000 total participants. We've also been able to pass certification from the Law Society of Ontario, which means we're allowed to train lawyers, paralegals, and legal adjacent staff now. In addition, we have worked with a couple dozen businesses, some of which are massive tech companies headquartered here in Waterloo Region, but with staff all around the world that we've been able to train. We've also trained companies all across Canada and people doing similar work to us and are responding to disclosures training. It's been a great year despite the challenges, and I'm looking forward to another awesome year.
Hi, my name is Ajay, and I'm one of the male allies educator here at SASC. Throughout the past few months, I've been curating spaces in which masculine identified folks can engage in conversations about how to be better male allies. I've been doing this work through projects such as Young Men Leading Change, which has engaged over 200 youth participants in the last fiscal year, to our Male Allies training that engaged over 20 participants in our last training. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Paul, and I work as a part-time educator with the Male Allies program. I work with the YWCA Cambridge, helping deliver their mixed gender programming as well as some male-specific programming. Over the past year, we took some of the themes that came out in our shift programming, and we developed a 4-part workshop series that we've had the chance to deliver virtually to schools all over Waterloo Region. The other highlight is that we started a group for high school aged young men, and it's been really fun to watch those conversations progress over the past 6 months.
Obstacles aside, this incredible team has dedicated their time and resources to assuring that violence prevention continues in our community. In the last 12 months, this team has provided over 379 educational opportunities virtually, a shift that required them to be constantly on their toes. In those opportunities, they have engaged over 10,722 participants from our region and beyond in imperative conversations about consent, healthy relationships, empowerment, and together we are creating a world free of sexual violence and oppression. We can't do this work alone. We give much appreciations and respect to our community partners, our donors, our funders, who make this work possible, who invest in the way we do our work and the impact that it has. Thank you for being part of the solution. Thank you for believing in the work we do and the way we do it.